Today, I'm going to be scoring one touchdown with every team in the SEC, and we're going to be starting with Alabama. And I gotta say, the new pregame intros in this game definitely hit, man. And I mean, at the time of recording this, College Football 26 basically just dropped. I mean, I got the deluxe edition, so it pretty much came out like 10 minutes ago for me at this point. So this is also kind of my first impressions of the game. I mean, obviously I have seen other gameplay, but I haven't actually played this game yet. So I'm excited to see how this is going to play out. It looks like we've almost got the first down with Bernard. I gotta lock in real quick here though, because after that, it looks like Penn State actually brought up a fourth down. So it's 4th and inches. If we can't pick this up, we're gonna have a bit of an issue. Bernard almost actually brought it back for a touchdown. That was almost our first touchdown of College Football 26, but we were just short, man. But either way, I mean, we need 3 yards. So I'm hoping that we can end it off with Ryan Williams. No way. He stayed up through the contact, so he's going to be in for the touchdown. So it looks like Ryan Williams is going to be the guy to score our first touchdown of College Football 26.
2 seconds later.
The amount of people on this game right now is actually crazy. I mean, there's so many people playing that I can't even get online. The servers are down. I can't say I'm too surprised though, because I mean, I'm pretty sure that did actually end up happening for College Football 25 last year as well. But anyways, that's gonna bring us to the second team in the SEC that we're gonna be using, and that team is the Arkansas Razorbacks. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge Arkansas guy, so I don't know a whole lot about this roster, but I think Blake is probably gonna be our best option for a touchdown, so I'll probably try and hit him as much as I can. But worst case scenario, I mean, if we need to go on the run, I believe their quarterback Green is actually pretty good at running the football. I think his speed should be pretty quick, so I'm actually gonna test that out right now. Okay, I didn't really have a chance to get away there, so I'll just throw it. I'll try a designed run this time, and hopefully we can actually get some blocks from the O-line. Hold on, that actually failed miserably, but he definitely has speed. So if I need to run it with him, I can, as long as the O-line like actually helps me out. But I'm gonna see if we can. Oh, hold on, that actually could be a touchdown right there, or we just threw a pick. Hold on. That is already a bad start for Arkansas, man. I should not have thrown that. On the bright side, though, I mean, we were able to get back into scoring position after that, so I feel like I kind of got to redeem myself here, because if I throw back-to-back picks in the red zone, I actually might need to delete the game. I mean, if that happens, that would actually be brutal, but I'm just going to keep it on the ground this time because, I mean, we only need 5 yards, so I honestly might be good to just run it in. That's gonna be close, but we do have the touchdown. But anyways, that's gonna bring us down to Auburn, and these guys actually have a 92 overall wide receiver in Eric Singleton Jr., so I feel like I kind of got to use him to our advantage here. Oh, hold on, that's a big play. I'm really hoping that we can find a way to punch it in for a touchdown here, because as you can see, it has not been a great start. I mean, it's 28-7 for Clemson with 2 minutes to go in the game, so Auburn has been struggling. But anyways, their second string Coleman is also an 89 overall, so it's looking like Auburn does actually have a pretty stacked wide receiver room right now. How do you drop that? You're a 92 overall. That definitely should have been a first down, but since he couldn't hold on to that, it's 4th and 2. So I'm gonna try and go for Coleman here. Actually, we should have the tight end open, and it looks like he's actually gonna bring it in for a touchdown. I was not expecting that to work, but I mean, I'll take it. But that's gonna bring us down to the swamp, because now we're using the Florida Gators, and I do know that DJ Legaway is a pretty solid quarterback, so hopefully this won't take too long. That was an absolute dime right there. Actually might be able to run this in with Legaway, man. I mean, if we can get some blocks from the O-line, we might be good. I mean, this might be the quickest touchdown that we score. We're gonna get caught at like the 3 though. Either way though, I mean, one more run should be enough to put it in for a touchdown if the O-line can hold up. I mean, we need 3 yards, and it looks like we've got it for the score. But anyways, that's gonna bring us to the Georgia Bulldogs, and Carson Beck is in Miami now. So now this is Gunnar Stockton's team, so it should be interesting to see how that plays out. I mean, it's too early to tell what's gonna happen this year, but once again, Georgia does have a pretty loaded roster, so once again, they will probably be in the playoffs. But anyways, I'm gonna see if we can maybe get Bell open. I mean, if Thomas can get away, that should go for a touchdown, but that is definitely not happening. We are gonna have Bell though, so that's gonna bring it all the way to the 4. I mean, at this point, we should be good to just hand it off to Frazier. Oh, dude, his speed is crazy, but we're still gonna get caught. I'm not gonna lie, though. I mean, I did not realize how quick Frazier was. He's got some speed, man, but I'm gonna see if we can maybe end it off right here. Come on, punch it in. We've got the touchdown. And I noticed with the touchdown celebrations, like some teams get flashing lights at nighttime and some don't, which is kind of weird. I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure when I was using Bama earlier and I scored a nighttime touchdown with them, I don't think they had like the flashing light celebration. So maybe that's something that EA adds to more teams in the future. But anyways, the next team that we're using is Kentucky, and we're already set up pretty well for a touchdown. I mean, one more play should do it. I mean, we only need 3 yards right now, so I'm just gonna hand it off to Dowdle and hopefully he can punch this in for a touchdown. I mean, he is the best player on this offense, but we got no help from the O-line. And it's 3rd and goal after that as well, so I'm kind of being forced to put this in the air. I want to see if we can maybe get Law open. Please catch that. It looks like he is gonna have the touchdown. But anyways, that is gonna bring us down to LSU, and as per usual, this team is pretty good. I mean, this is probably gonna be one of the more overpowered teams to use in this game, so I feel like at least to start things off, you are gonna be seeing a lot of people rocking with LSU online. But I'm gonna see if we can hopefully... Oh, hold on, that actually might be a one-play touchdown right there. It looks like Anderson's gonna bring it to the house. I was not expecting him to get away like that, but I'll take it. But anyways, that brings us down to Mississippi State, and honestly, I don't see a whole lot of exciting pieces on this offense other than like Bothwell and Booth, who are both running backs. So if you're gonna use Mississippi State for anything, it's probably gonna be a pretty run-heavy game for you. But anyways, I'm gonna keep it on the ground with Bothwell again, who is gonna pick up the first down. I'll switch it up a little bit here, though. I'm not gonna run the ball the entire drive. I'll try and put it in the air and see if we can get Trad open or Trade, however the hell you say this guy's name. I really don't know this roster, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it looks like he is gonna bring it all the way down to the 4. That was Trayer, not Trade. I read that wrong and totally butchered his last name. So if you're a Mississippi State fan, don't flame me in the comments, but it looks like we are going to pick up the touchdown with Bothwell. But that's going to bring us down to Missouri, and I used to use these guys just to ball out with Luther Burden, but obviously he is no longer here. But they do have Kevin Coleman Jr., who is a 90 overall either way. So once again, Missouri has another star wide receiver. But anyways, I might try and keep it on the ground with Hardy this time and see if he can pick up the first down for us. He's not gonna have it, but he got a solid pickup. That still worked out better than I thought it would, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna try that route again and see if this time... Okay, nah, we're gonna get caught like instantly. That was like a 1-yard pickup. So I'm gonna try and go back for Johnson this time unless Coleman gets open. I mean, if we can hit him, which it looks like we should be able to do, that is gonna go for a touchdown from him. But anyways, that's gonna bring us down to Oklahoma, and they definitely have some pretty solid pieces on this offense. So if you can use Oklahoma properly, I mean, this could be a very fun team to use this year. But I'm gonna see... Oh, hold on. That's gonna be close. I'm gonna try and put that in the air either way, though we almost had the first down. And before you say it, I know Ott was wide open there. I didn't really click into that until I already threw the ball, but that probably would have been a touchdown. I'm gonna try that route again, though, and see if we can get Ott open here. That is not happening this time. So I'm just gonna keep it on the ground with Hold on, he's got the first. Mateer has some legs on him, man. I can't even lie. So if I need to go on the run with him, that is definitely a good option. But I'm gonna see if I can maybe hit Gibson here, because if he can get open, I mean, this should honestly go for a touchdown. Oh, that's gonna be close. That is gonna be close. He's gonna bring it in, so it kind of worked out. I mean, it didn't go for a touchdown, but we're pretty set right now. I mean, we only need 7 yards, so I'm gonna hand it off to Ott and see if he can keep it on the ground for a touchdown, and it looks like he is gonna be in. But the next team that we're gonna be using is Ole Miss. I used to love to run it with Jackson Dart last year because he was pretty fun to use in this game, but obviously he got drafted. I think he's on the Giants now, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he is definitely on the New York Giants, but it looks like they're rocking with Simmons now, so I guess we'll see how this guy can perform this season. It looks like he does have some speed, but the O-line really didn't help me there. So we're gonna end up losing 2 yards. I guess I'll see if I can maybe get like Wallace or somebody open. Hold on, we actually should have a touchdown right here. Oh, no, he had to jump. If he didn't have to jump, I feel like that probably would have gone for a touchdown. I mean, he had a lot of open field, but that jump definitely slowed him down a lot. Oh, hold on. We should have another first down on the ground. We're just short. I feel like this drive is going pretty smooth right now, though. So if I can just end it off with Haz, we should have a touchdown. And it looks like he is going to bring that in. So that is your touchdown from Ole Miss. But anyways, now it's time to use South Carolina. I'm going to see if I can get a quick one over BYU with Harbor. That's probably not going to happen, though. So we'll just hit the tight end who has the first down. I'm pretty sure Sellers is one of the best quarterbacks in the game right now. So, oh, dude, that was a terrible drop. But anyways, because of Sellers, you're probably going to see a lot of people using the Gamecocks this year. That actually should be a big play right there. Hold on. That's going to bring it all the way to the 20. He fumbled it, though. I'm pretty sure that's going to count. I don't think we had the knees down. I don't think we're going to be getting that back. And even worse, it's going to be going for a return touchdown. Nobody's going to catch this guy. That was brutal, man. I mean, what actually just happened? I mean, on the bright side, I got right back to where we were in pretty much like 2 plays. So it didn't take us long to get back into scoring position. Either way, though, I mean, that fumble definitely sucks. But hopefully this time we can punch it in for a touchdown. And it looks like we're going to have it right there. But anyways, that's going to bring us down to Tennessee, who definitely has one of the toughest nighttime intros in the game. I mean, you can't tell me that the lighting does not make this look 10 times better than it did last year. And Tennessee also has some of the toughest jerseys in the game as well. But anyways, this might be a pretty quick one because the defense got an interception, so the Volunteers are already set up perfectly right now. But anyways, Nico left, so Tennessee is also rocking with a new QB this year. I'm pretty sure Nico ended up going to like UCLA or something like that, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for him. But anyways, that run did absolutely nothing for us, so I'm gonna see if we can maybe get like Brazel open. If he can bring this in, that will definitely be a touchdown, and it looks like he's gonna have it for the score. But anyways, that's gonna bring us down to Texas, who also has a really cool light show before the game. But anyways, I mean, at the moment, the Longhorns are probably my favorite team in the SEC right now. I mean, I'm a Michigan fan, so if push comes to shove and they're playing each other, obviously I gotta cheer for Michigan. But I am definitely a fan of Arch Manning, so I'm interested to see what he is gonna do now that he's the starter this season. But anyways, that is gonna be a huge play right there from Wingo. So Ryan Wingo is gonna bring it all the way to the 19-yard line. I'm gonna see if I can maybe punch this in with Wisner, who's gonna stay up through the contact. I mean, if he's gonna run like that again, we might be able to punch it in right here. So I'll hand it off to Wisner one more time. This time he's gonna get dragged down though. But either way, we only need 5 yards, so I might be able to end it off with Endries here. If not, Wingo should be a good option as well. But it looks like we are gonna have the touchdown with the tight end. But that's gonna bring us to the other team down in Texas, Texas A&M, and it looks like they have Black as their tight end. He was playing for the Longhorns last year. I was not aware that he was now on Texas A&M. That is actually a crime though, man. I mean, switching to your rival school, it's crazy. But I'm gonna see if we can maybe... Hold on, I don't know if that route is gonna work out. We might be able to hit, hold on. That's a crazy catch. Bussey's gonna bring it all the way to the 17-yard line. So we're set up pretty well right now. And I think Black should have the touchdown. It looks like he's gonna be in. But that's gonna bring us to the final school in the SEC that we're gonna be using. And that school is Vanderbilt, who for Vanderbilt does actually have some pretty decent pieces on this offense. But since this is the last team, I mean, I decided to match them up against Ohio State just to see how this plays out. I mean, I'm not even on like Heisman or anything. I'm on All-American just for the sake of the video, but I mean, either way, I don't think it's gonna be easy to score against this defense. I mean, they're already doing a pretty good job at locking everybody up. So that is gonna bring up a 3rd down right there. I'm thinking Stowers should be able to get open, but if he's locked up, I don't really know who else to go for. We didn't even have a chance to get the ball off. And that brings up a 4th down. So if this doesn't work out, things might get ugly for us. I should have gone for X, man. If I would have hit X, that probably would have been a 1st down, but we're back out here with like 46 seconds before halftime, so we don't have a whole lot of time to work with here, but our field position's looking pretty good right now. I mean, that's gonna bring it all the way to the 3. On the downside though, I mean, we only have the 1 timeout to work with, so we don't really have a whole lot of room for error here, but hopefully we can punch it in for a touchdown, and it looks like we've got it. So that is officially 1 touchdown with every team in the SEC. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. And also let me know how you feel about the college football content. I know I usually do Madden, but I would like to try and like integrate more college football videos into this channel. So if you're down for that, definitely let me know. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.